At each school board meeting, staff members make presentations that highlight academic programs in the York County School Division. In February 2013, TAB High School students and staff spoke to the board about real-world applications of real-world apps.
We are pleased this evening to have a group from TAB High School in order to make a presentation regarding real-world applications of real-world apps. And basically, the students presented in the design and creation of mobile learning device apps that could be used to benefit situations that occur in the real world. And so by working on this project, students gained an understanding of the use and variety of electronic apps that are available in today's world. They also gained valuable experience in the design process. And we'll get to hear about that tonight. And Angie Siders, principal of TAB High, will share some introductory remarks and then introduce other participants in the presentation.
Good evening. I'm Angela Siders, the principal of TAB High School, and tonight I have the pleasure of sharing with you the work of Lynn Shimatek, an English teacher at TAB High, and Heather Ulsh, TAB High's educational technology facilitator, as we present a transformative learning experience that Ms. Shimatek created called Real-World Applications of Real-World Apps. We are very proud of the outstanding 21st century learning opportunity our teachers have integrated into their transformative instruction. From the use of Voxer to enable foreign language students from both the high school and middle school to converse, to our choral program performances in the community, our students are continuing to have an impact. In addition, students have encouraged to create book reviews for books they have read in the library. These reviews are easily viewable through the use of a QR code using a smart device. CTE, Fine Arts, and PE departments had their classes work together to collect socks for homeless veterans and create a sculpture out of the socks before sending them off to be donated. Our special education department has been working diligently on a t-shirt making venture which enables the students to participate in a mini economy. All of these learning opportunities have had a positive impact on our students' multiple intelligences. Which brings us to the focus this evening. Ms. Shimatek's project-based learning endeavor has provided our students with the opportunity to move from the conceptual stage of designing an app for a smart device to the actual marketing of their ideas. The potential of our students is immeasurable. Not only are they gaining skills in the design process, they could also foreseeably share their ideas with businesses and other organizations for the global market. Mrs. Shimatek will now share with you her experience implementing this into her curriculum.
Good evening. As you know, at the start of last school year, the York County School Division implemented BYOT, allowing students to bring in their own electronic equipment. The students were so excited. It did not take long to realize how adept they were at tweeting, Facebooking, downloading YouTube videos, but it was surprising how little they understood the capability right there at their fingertips. So as a result, this project, Real-World Applications of Real-World Apps, was developed. I wanted students to realize the potential of how their thing in their hand could find all the information that they needed in their world. So the first step in this process was to share a variety of the apps that I use myself every day that help me get the information that I need. Next, the students were tasked with reviewing different categories of apps using either their own or school-owned technology in order to determine app uses and to deduct who might be the target audience for each type. Finally, students were paired up and assigned the project of developing ideas for an app of their own that would help teach other people or help them in some way. Students had to determine how this app would work, what was its purpose, who was the target audience, and what would make this app useful. Students then had to develop their own sales pitch for this app idea and present it to their fellow students through a Prezi that included an original embedded video that they created for their app. Students got really excited about this project for several reasons. First, they were allowed to use their own ideas and interests in developing their app. Projects included fashion advice, new student assistance, travel help, learning literary terms, and conjugating Spanish verbs. Second, students got to explore new computer programs like Prezi and Movie Maker. So they were developing technology skills that they could use in future school assignments. And finally, they were able to express themselves by developing apps along their areas of interest. Some students, for instance, download YouTube videos of themselves playing guitar or piano to enhance their music videos that they created. Elements of success were measurable in many ways. Students completed this project in a record amount of time, and 100% of the projects in all 5 classes were turned in and presented. Many students went beyond the minimum requirements, spending extra time and effort researching things through the World Wide Web to enhance their own projects. Additionally, one student whose embedded video did not work during his presentation stayed after on his own after school that day to fix it because he wanted to represent his project to his class again. It was very important to him, a matter of personal pride, that they see his work as it should be presented. So this project was a great learning opportunity for all of us. Now what we would like to do is share a very short video clip of student comments about the project itself.
Such as sheet music and a metronome, while at the same time being a virtual guitar that you could play just to enjoy playing it.
My app was a history trivia app. My partner and I use this app because we both have A's in history and we want to help use our knowledge to make others' kids' test scores higher.
Well, we created an app that shows destinations, the live feed, a bunch of other stuff we incorporated, so it'd be like a GPS, but it'd be on your phone and it'd be easy to use and free.
I created an app to teach you how to learn notes, like music-wise, and you could play games to help you memorize those notes and where they are.
And why did you choose to create this app?
We created this app because I myself am not very good with directions and I wake up late, so it would be very good if it was actually real.
My partner and I are both musicians, so we figured that was the easiest one to make since we were both musicians and we had experience in that field.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit about the whole learning experience from this project?
Well, it allowed us to get comfortable and learn how to use Prezi so that in the event we ever are assigned a project in the future, we could use that instead of a PowerPoint in order to make it more interesting.
And also you kind of realize that there's not that many unique apps out there, so.
It was interesting to see like what other people would like to create and like what apps they would make and like what their thoughts were and stuff like that.
I think it was a really good one because we probably focused better than we would if we were doing a boring English project like a book report, but since we were making something that actually helps people if it was real, I think we focused better.
They created a fabulous travel app called Crossroads of Adventure, and they came here tonight to help answer any questions you have. So we really appreciate your time this evening. I'd like to open the floor if you have any questions you'd like to direct.
Board members have comments or questions?
Well, first of all, Dr. James, when you taught me at Tabb High School, how come we didn't have this technology back then?
You dated yourself.
I just dated him, too. What y'all were doing in the classroom, when you finished your project, I mean, all the work that went into creating the app that you turned in and utilized, and you used apps on your devices all the time in the real world, how did you see the connection with what you did and what the real world has to offer out there in the world of the millions of apps that are floating around for, I guess, every need that's available?
I thought it was very interesting because, number one, we created it, and if somebody actually needed to use it like any other app, it would be real, so it would help a lot of people. Two, I thought it was really exciting that something that we completed together all came together, and it looked very good, and we got a good grade on it, of course.
That's important.
And that's...
All right. And have others started to use some of the apps that y'all created? Have you seen other students using them?
I don't think we created any apps. We kind of put the idea out there, and we created what it would look like if it was on the App Store, but we didn't actually make the app.
This was fascinating. I'm just moving a little bit faster into the technology piece of it, but know how to get an app and start using it. But that sounds fantastic, and I would love to find out in the future how, if anyone takes advantage of taking it a step further to truly make the app and how it be used.
Are there competitions around our areas that this kind of technology our students can compete in?
From what I understand, they are trying to put together an effort to get people the opportunity to start building apps. So that, I think that is coming down the
Well, I know like ODU has the Great Computer Challenge, and we have our science fair and stuff. I'm just wondering if they're starting to take this kind of transformative, how you can create something that others anywhere can benefit from, and you're making a difference in other people's lives because you're helping them, if that's become a competition or something that our students can compete in.
And I just want to commend you all for the design of the apps in terms of the big picture work, and Mrs. Shimatek and others involved with it. I commend you for design of the work that you've given students. Incredibly engaging, and you're to be commended for that. So, well done.
Very well done.
Thank you so much for being here and sharing with us.
Thank you very much for hearing us.
Thank you.
Thank you.